Where are the cheapest freehold landed properties in Singapore? Hi, my name is Alan from Alan Wee Property. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, you are in for a treat. I'm going to share in details where can you find the cheapest freehold landed properties in Singapore. I know many of us here aspire to upgrade from our humble HDB flats or private condos to a landed property. But then, after you have watched my earlier videos, are HDB owners priced out of the private market? Or are condo owners priced out of the landed market? I believe a big chunk of you will feel sian halfway. This is because landed property prices in Singapore only move in one direction. There is only upwards. If you are still waiting for the market to crash and for landed prices to come down, maybe it will drop the most, say 10%. But this is after rising by 50% in the past 10 years, as mentioned in my earlier video. This means many of you here can only see but cannot afford to buy. However, it's not all dooms for you. Do you know there are some landed enclaves that are still cheap, or shall I use a nicer word, still affordable for those with stronger financial muscles? Maybe they still can squeeze into a smaller size terrace house and fulfill their landed dream before it is way beyond their reach. Okay, I don't want to talk so much. Let me dive into the top 4 cheapest freehold landed properties in Singapore. Let's go. Do you know there are affordable landed homes in the Shun Fu, Thompson area? Near Shun Fu MRT station, near good school, near eateries, and the best part, they are within minutes walks to public transport. Well, this area is none other than Thompson Garden Estate along Sin Ming Road. It is located just behind Japes Gate. The road names surrounding them are Jalan Isni, Jalan Rabu, Jalan Hari Raya, and Jalan Bintang, and others. Interestingly, all these are Malay names. These also mean there were Malay kampongs in this area in the early days. Let me go into the past transactions. These are the latest transactions in this area. Have you noticed that you can buy an inter-terrace in this location for less than 2.5 million? Wow, seriously? I think this is a good deal, except that the land size is less than 900 square feet. Hey, hold on. For those who are familiar with landed properties, URA has stipulated under the development control guideline for inter-terrace is 150 square meter or 1615 square feet. This is considered as type 1. How come this terrace is smaller than usual? Well, all these are private lands that were split up as far back in the 1960s to 1970s. This is the period where we always say there is no government. In Hokkien we say bo jeng hu. That is why such terrace houses are classified as type 2 with a minimum land area of 80 square meter or 851 square feet. They are usually less than 50 meters in depth as compared to type 1, which is about 25 meters long. Here, I hope you learned something from my video. On this type 1 and type 2, not many people will know. So next time you own such a landed property, you can yaya tell your friend that you own a rare type 2 inter-terrace. However, do take note that such a house also has its challenge. Since they are smaller in size, this means there will be less space for parking your car. It's either you park your car outside or you need to open the gate so that half your car can be inside the house. There is usually also less space at the back. It's either a small yard area or with the back flush to your neighbor's wall. Anyway, for 2.5 million, let's factor in another 500,000 for renovation to make it livable. For $3 million, will you consider to stay in a freehold landed or will you go for the freehold condo? Please share your views in the comment section below. Another area where you can find cheap landed freehold properties is none other than Merson Garden Estate. It is at the intersection of Merson Road and Upper Aljunied Road. Again, most of the road names are in Malay, from Jalan Setia, Jalan Mersa, Jalan Mulia, and others. This is the small landed enclave that is often overlooked. It's just behind Jun Seng HDB flats and near the Tai Seng Industrial Estate. If you are travelling along Merson Road, it's just next to the road behind Merson Mall. Let's take a look at the transactions. Wow, for less than 2.3 million, you can get a freehold landed in this area. However, there is a catch. The land area is usually less than 900 square feet. Take note, prices have generally gone up since COVID-19. Back then, you still can find something below 1.8 million. Today, if you can get anything around 2.3 million, you better jump for it. It has been a few years since I dropped by to this area. This place used to be very messy and complicated due to its proximity to the industrial estate nearby. However, in my recent visit, I'm pleasantly surprised that this place has been transformed to be cleaner and neater. For 2.3 million to own a small inter-terrace with your own private car park lot, seriously, I don't mind too. This is my property dobang. Don't say I never share it with you. Let's head over to another freehold landed enclave in the north. I'm very sure many of you will not know where is this place. This place is known as Wen Park. You have to travel towards Turf Club in Kranji. It is located along Jalan Bambong off Woodland Road. The road names are known as Jalan Rasuk, Jalan Dinding, Jalan Kasok, and others. There are approximately less than 300 homes here, which are mainly semi-detached houses. This area is mainly for those looking at the cheapest freehold semi-D in Singapore. That is why from a quantum point of view, the price may be out of reach for a lot of buyers. But from a PSF basis, you still can find freehold semi-D below $1,000 per square feet. This is one of the latest transactions in this area. Take a look at the most recent transaction. This is a single-story semi-D on 4,000 square feet of land. The PSF only worked out to be 986 PSF. This house will likely be torn down and rebuilt. So, for those who don't mind this ulu location and if you have plans to build your own house, you can seriously consider this location. However, please take note, for those that have young children or teenage girls, if your girls are going to walk back from home from the nearest bus stop, which is easily a good 5 to 10 minutes walk up a steep slope, you may want to think twice about it. Interestingly, do you know there are a lot of private land in this location that is left undeveloped? Well, when I did some searches, the land parcel south of Wen Park belongs to Mid-Def. As for the land parcel north of Wen Park, they are private land. Sorry I don't want to waste my money doing ownership searches. But from the map, it states Bukit Villas. As I search online, 5 own Bukit Villas appear. Just outside the main road, there are a handful of inter-terraces that have been put up for rental by the developer since day one. I wouldn't be surprised if 5 still own this legacy land in this area. That is why they still hold on to prime land from Bukit Timah, Cairn Hill to Bedok and pockets of land all around Singapore. That is why I always think they have foresight. As long as you hold on to land, you already win half the game. Before we sum it up, do you know there are affordable freehold inter-terraces in the east? They are mainly located in Opera Estate off Siglap Road. They are located along this road, Ada Road, Danfee Street to Dido Street. Their sizes are in the range of 1,003 square feet or 120 square meter. However, with rising land costs over the years and savvy buyers who are going after landed property instead, such houses are no longer cheap. That is why the smaller inter-terrace in Opera Estate has fallen outside the cheapest landed property in Singapore. They used to be affordable even for HDB upgraders during COVID. Maybe if you are lucky enough, you still can find a freehold terrace below 2 million. But in today's market, I doubt you can find anything in this range. Anyway, let us move on. By the way, if you happen to know other areas that have inter-terrace that have a minimum land area of 80 square meter or 851 square feet, can you let me know? I'll be happy to drop by to explore them by myself. Here, I hope you have enjoyed this informative video packed with numbers. Again, if you have any property lobangs to sell your landed properties, I'm very happy to assist you. After all, this is a very unique asset class and I love selling them. That's all. Please remember to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. See you again soon.